Alright, so Sean Rich here with the Spirit of Wild Wings, and what we've got here is a pair of hurricane lanterns, and I have kerosene that we're going to fill these with for our light, which we've actually switched to using the kerosene as opposed to the liquid paraffin because the kerosene burns much brighter, or at least it has a wider light to it. I mean, it still lights up about the same amount of area, just seems brighter. So, first thing we want to do is you gotta get your funnel in there, and then you don't want to overfill these things. They do have a fill line, which is just below the ridge here that you can kind of see on the side of it. So you just gotta start filling it and check it every so often as you're filling. These things work wonderfully at night with a reasonable flame. They don't shoot up quite as much as liquid paraffin does, and it'll burn throughout the entire night. You can actually, with these, you can use kerosene, citronella, or lamp oil, which it actually says here on the cap. We might get a close up of that here. It says kerosene, citronella, or lamp oil only. Some people said you can use diesel, but I personally would not advise doing that. So now this little one, of course you will have a smaller flame, but as long as you don't run a super high flame with it, it'll burn pretty much just as long as the larger one will. And we use these all the time, so one or two of them will light up pretty good area. I'd say probably a good 60-foot radius or so you'd be able to have light. So, yeah. I've seen them burn for about 18 hours straight on about a ½ inch high flame for one tank, and that was with the bigger one. The little one, from what I've seen, lasts at least 12 hours. So the lanterns, pick them up at Walmart. The bigger one you get in the actual sporting goods department, generally. I have seen them in with the section where the candles are, which is where they normally have these. I think the smaller one ran about $5 and the bigger one was about $7. The lamp oil for a bottle that was, I think, 2 quarts thereabouts, was 8 something, almost $9. Whereas a gallon of kerosene's, I think, $5.10 per gallon. So that's, you know, half the price just about for twice the amount. I'll start with the lamp oil. If you're burning indoors or in a tent, whatever, I mean, I know they advise not using open flame in a tent, but the lamp oil is much safer, as in if you were to drop this and it spilled with the lamp oil, it's not going to have a big spread quickly fire. You can put it out easy. With the kerosene, much more flammable. If it were to spill, you grab the thing and chuck it out the door as fast as you can so you don't burn your place down. Kerosene has higher BTUs, so it puts out more heat, which in the wintertime is nice. Like I said, the kerosene doesn't suit up as much, so you can run a little bit higher of a flame for more light output. I have not used citronella, but with the citronella you would have the advantage of during spring, summer, and fall when there's going to be mosquitoes. Citronella, of course, will repel the mosquitoes. So, and then that's the differences you got with those. Yeah, that's why we actually love these. We like them because they're not annoyingly bright like a lot of these propane lanterns and battery powered lanterns are. And They're not open flame. So, unlike a tiki torch, which wind and rain will put out, wind and rain generally aren't going to put these out. They, put out a good amount of light. And if you want to go walking around, grab that thing and just take off with it. So we just absolutely love these things. Been using them several years, and pretty much have switched to these for most things. So, if you're wanting to do like period time things, the 1800s, long hunter, whatever, old hurricane lantern, that's 1800s technology. That's what they would have been using. So, can't beat it. Still around, and it's going to last for a long time. Wicks are replaceable. Most places that sell them, you can get replacement glass globes for them. When you're using them, I have these hangers.
Here, you gonna bring it over, or?
Not tree anyway. Okay. You hang them up so they're out of the way, safe and secure. You have these hangers. You get these hangers, Walmart, Farm and Home, wherever. I think they're made by Coleman, and they run about $5 or $6. And they just have a little clasp, a little like J hook that you latch around to the chain on itself, and then you just take your lantern like so, and it just hangs right on there. And bump your wick up a little bit, and give her a light. And as you bring that down, adjust your flame up to where you want it. You don't want to take it too high, but then you got your light for the evening. And that'll, at that height, that'll burn all night. Anyway, I think that's about it for these things, folks. Check them out, they're worth it. And as always, get out in the woods. Hope to see you out there.